What's up, folks? Welcome to the Friday forecast. So, last day of the week, and we have got some moves, but nothing promising. I will show you right now. So, here is the euro and the US dollar, and this pair just had a V reversal, so we have volatility in the market. As you can see here, I was not looking for any trades at this point because I saw one wick form and then I saw the next wick form, and at that point I just wanted to see a larger, wider range, but instead we got an aggressive retrace. As you can see, we got a V reversal, so that's a big warning sign that we are going to be range bound. As you can see, we got this V, and usually we just range for a long time. One pattern I can forecast out of this price action is that V reversal, then a range, and then we push up. If that happens, I will be looking to buy on a nice clean pullback like this, or maybe for a nice trend to start to the upside. So definitely will be watching out for that sort of a pattern. I don't know if anything will happen today. As you know, after 5 p.m. I'm not even trading on a Friday, so I think we need to wait for Monday, and I think we actually need to wait for Wednesday, because Mondays and Tuesdays do tend to be predominantly range bound. So yeah, I'm just being more patient with this pair, especially since I'm seeing the volatility, and especially since I know this pair likes to range between the high and the low for a really long time. As we saw right here, it ranged for was it 3 or 4 weeks, something crazy. So definitely that's a pair characteristic, and I'm looking for a large push up or I'm looking for a large impulse down. If that happens, I will look to get in on a nice trade, but again, I need to see that clean price action, because it's the euro which usually likes to stop us out for no reason. So yeah, we need to see some clean price action. Now for the euro and the Japanese yen, this one is looking very descending, so also there was a setup right here. At this point I wanted to see more of a range, and then I would consider maybe taking a trade, but because of these large double wicks, that's a big warning sign. And what happened then? Well, price just reversed to the upside, so that is not a good sign that we reversed and got this aggressive retrace. Usually we get a reversal like this and then we start trending maybe, but what happened is, so it slowed down a bit and then we got another drop to the downside, and at the bottom we started creating huge wicks. What's it, 1 2 3 4, so 5 huge wicks, which is a big warning sign the price cannot be sustained to the downside and that we are likely to reverse to the upside. So we are sort of getting that aggressive retrace. At this point, to be honest, I'm expecting a larger range since it is end of the week, Friday. The markets are starting to slow down before the weekend, of course, and then on Mondays and Tuesdays it's mostly range bound. But one good sign I can see out of this is that we are forming a descending structure, and what I do like is that we have broken the low and we created these wicks. So it is likely we will reverse to the upside, but then again, we need that large push as a confirmation. Then I would look to enter on a buy. Again, what can happen? We can get a V, we can get a range, push up, and then look for a continuation pattern to the upside. Or we can, if we get more of a descending, that would be the best case, to be honest, more of a cleaner descending for the price action to clean up and then a reversal, and then look to buy on a nice flag. If we do ascend, I will look for a reversal to the downside like this, or if we do get a push down, I will look for a flag to go short. But I need to see that large push. Prior price action is not giving me that much confidence, but it is descending, so I guess be patient, wait for the break of the low, break of the high, and then see what happens. Be careful if we just break and retrace. What we need to see is some nice continuation and some nice confirmation to the upside. So yeah, that's about it for the euro and the Japanese yen. For the Aussie US dollar, I actually did have a pending order right here, so I did have a pending short order, but what happened, I did not get tagged in on the first retracement candle. As you can see, the first retracement candle actually created a large wick to a downside, and at that point I was just expecting either a reversal or for a larger range to happen, something like this. So I removed my pending order, and I'm just waiting for the break of the low or the break of the high, since this did reach the inside bar, so it's no longer an interest for me. But if we do push down, I do like this price action. I do like this push and then 2 candle pullback and then a continuation clean close. That's a very, very high probability. The only thing I don't like is this wick right here. That's not a good sign. So I'm looking for another push down like this, and then maybe a nice clean flag to continue with the downtrend, because we are in a downtrend. For me, a downtrend is one impulse pullback and then a second impulse down. That is a downtrend. And yeah, I'm definitely looking to get in on this nice trend, maybe on a break and retest trade. Again, I don't think it will be today, since we are kind of approaching my cutoff time, which is 5 p.m. But let's see what will happen. Maybe we descend and then get a nice reversal the next week. Look for something like this. That would be also very nice. Or maybe we ascend, then get a reversal, look to sell. Or what can happen is we can get maybe this V reversal, look for range, push up, and a nice flag to go long. If we do get the large impulse up, then I would probably stay out of that sort of a setup, since then that would kind of signal a V reversal, and I would expect just a larger range after that. So I would not be really interested to take, let's say, a flag if it forms like this, to be honest. So to sum up, for the Aussie US dollar, it's the only pair looking good currently. I mean, there was a setup, it did not fit my plan, but overall it is trending down, and I do really like this clean close. Usually when we get a clean close and then a wick after, we do continue down. So let's see what will happen. And now for the Aussie Japanese yen. So last pair, this one is not looking that good, so let me go over it. Let's see what's happening with this one. So we had this descending structure, sort of a descending, let's see it right here. So, and then we impulsed to the downside from the descending structure. We got a large impulse down, then we created a huge wick, and at that point I was looking for a trade. I was looking for more of a range, and I was definitely interested because this is really some nice large momentum. So I was looking for that wider range, and then maybe for a flag to form or something like that. But unfortunately what happened is we got a pullback candle, we broke the low, retraced, warning sign, and then we reversed to the upside. So that is exactly how you know when a move has ended. You look at the bottom of the impulse and you look for this break and a retrace. You look for this small descending structure, which usually tells you that the market is not ready to continue down, that it will instead very likely reverse to the upside. So that's a very good warning sign to look for after the large impulse. So we then broke the high and just are starting to create these wicks. Also warning sign, not really anything good about it. So I'm expecting a larger range because of this price action. So as you may know from my prior recaps, when we break the low, create a large wick retrace, then we break the high, create a large wick retrace, we usually get a larger, wider range. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for a nice push down. I would really like to see that. Then maybe a nice flag, since then that would continue with this overall large momentum down. So usually what can happen, we can get a large push down, then we get this sort of crap range, and then we continue with the large impulse and get a nice entry short. So that is always a possibility. It's actually expansion, contraction, expansion. So here the market is accumulating, it's just the market structure. And if we do reverse up, I would probably not be taking a trade if something like this happens, because, well, then that would actually show me a V reversal, and after a V I'm expecting a larger range, so not really looking for anything at that point. If we do descend, I will look for a reversal to the upside like this, and if we do ascend, I will be very careful, since first reason, reversals don't really tend to work out on the Aussie Japanese yen. Second reason is the prior price action. We had this large impulse, then we sort of we had an indication of a range, and then this ascending would not be that high probability. Ascendings and descendings are usually high probability after a nice push. So what you're looking for is a nice push and then an ascending, or a nice push down and then a descending. So that's the most high probability, and these push down and then an ascending, that's not that high probability. It usually doesn't work out. So that is it for the forecast. I will see you guys on Monday. Today, not really expecting anything. And maybe next week we start to get some moves. So the last month has been okay, nothing special. Actually had a few trades and not that active, but maybe the next month will bring us some more action and some more percentage. So let's see, let's wait, and let's wait for a nice trend.